You've said we've set the bar pretty low and the TV viewers are turning off. How do we fix this? We don't. Sorry, Ben. We don't, Ben. Like, we will not fix this. Look, I don't think all the games are going to be as dire as this one was last Thursday night was. They're not. We're going to see plenty of decent games, right? But you can't tell me we're ever going to see as many attractive, free-flowing, reasonably high-scoring. And you know what? Oh, sorry, I don't want to get a roll with this. It's not even necessarily about the scoring, Finey. People don't talk about this enough. It is about transition footy. It is about end-to-end footy.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, my favourite game of all time is the 94 preliminary final between Geelong and North. Everything that was great about footy is encompassed in that game. But if you watch the last quarter, there are, I think, 3 or 4 goals kicked in the last quarter, which in those days is bugger all.
Yeah.
But it's still breathtaking. Why? Because the ball zips up and back and up and back. It does that in the last 2 minutes about 3 times. That is the footy we are desperately missing. We have to get the transition from end to end back into the game. How do we do that? We need to open up the game. The defensive mechanisms are now so good. The only way we are going to impactfully open up the game is removing players from the ground or keeping players in set positions. I am happy to see that if it gives us that sort of football again, but we both agree that won't happen. So we are going to have to just acclimatise ourselves to the new norm. This is the new norm.
Rowan, in 1978, St Kilda played Melbourne at the MCG.
Yes.
St Kilda won,
Yes.
and it was the highest aggregate score in a football game ever to that stage.
Yes.
And at half-time...
I think it still is.
No, I'm not sure. I don't know. At half-time, both sets of supporters booed their teams off. I was yelling. It was the most atrocious... players just walking into goals.
Yeah.
It was... like they were booing. It was considered a horrible game of football. Horrible game of football.
Yeah.
The scoreboard doesn't tell the tale. This game is at its best when there is, and remember, in that game there was very little of it, when there is a lot of contested ball. That's when footy's at its best.
Yeah.
When the ball's up for grabs, when it's hot.
But yes, and further to that though, it's not just about the contest, it's about the uncertainty that goes with the contest.
Well, that's it.
I think we frame a lot
I think
of this.
we have to change the shape of the ball.
Shut up, Ed. I think we use
You got your head.
Yeah. I think we use a lot of the wrong terminology when we have this discussion. We talk about scoring when we're talking about transition. We talk about contests. What we're talking about with contests is uncertainty. Too much of today's game is highly predictable in the way that player A gets the ball, short passes to player B, unattended, you know he takes the mark. He chips to player C. And then the only uncertainty created is you know that there will be a high likelihood of a stoppage resulting because it is near the boundary line.